Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Assickqueenette and I've been wanting to say this for a very long time now. So firstly, I'm an international student living in Warsaw, Poland, and as an international student, I would like to be sharing my experiences, my faith, and how I navigate through my life in Poland. So I hope you stay tuned and please like, subscribe, and share because I'll be bringing a lot of content to everyone here because I have a lot to share. Thank you. So how it all began, I wanted to come to Poland to continue my bachelor's degree, but unfortunately I had to start all over again, like from the first year. So because back in Cameroon I was already in my HND, so coming to Poland, it's either I had to finish or start all over again from the first year. So it was still okay, it's coming abroad, fine. So coming to Poland, Poland wasn't really my main destination. I was checking out schools in Europe because my dad was like, you can travel, and once your parents start saying things like this, I can't go into the details right now, but we all don't know how we get excited. So I started checking for countries in Europe and schools and all that, and Poland was like my second choice because my first choice was Denmark. So practically Denmark was the first choice because I had a friend in Denmark and she kept on saying good things about Denmark. So yeah, but checking Poland, reading about Poland, I actually fell in love with the country and all that. So I had to go to Google, do some research about the schooling system and all that, the language and all that. Coming to the language, okay, so I had to do all this research about Poland and I was in love with this country. So after doing my research, I had to sorry, I have to be checking my notes because I really jot down some stuff because I have a lot to share. Okay, so I had to find out about my chances here as a Black person in Poland, maybe after my studies, what I have, what the options I have. And one thing that made me choose Poland was one of the only European countries which after your studies you have time to like figure out what you want to do with yourself. If you want to go back to your country, if you want to work, like there's some time they give you to like find something for yourself. Okay, so yeah, Poland was great in that aspect. And also reading about it, I had some drawbacks, like they don't have an embassy in my country because I'm a Cameroonian, but that was still okay because the neighboring country Nigeria had an embassy. So okay, but just traveling to Nigeria and again to Cameroon before flying back was a little bit difficult, but okay. So after finding out about the educational system in Poland, I decided that okay, this is my choice. I started looking online for schools with the help of my uncle, and my uncle saw my current university, which is Warsaw University of Business, and we applied. I got the admission and everything. Now the most difficult part was getting the appointment dates because that was during COVID and it was really tedious to get a visa during that period. So we did everything. I think I went to Nigeria the first time, couldn't get an appointment, came back to Cameroon, and I know that it was really difficult, but finally I got the dates and got my visa and everything. I'll be getting more videos showing more light about the visa procedures and all that, so you just have to hit the notification bell on this channel to get more updates. So after that, during the visa process and all, I went on YouTube trying to search about how it is being a black in Poland, how like, you know, racism and all, like just generally like a black person in Poland. But unfortunately I couldn't find, like, my main interest was someone who left Cameroon to Poland, like that, yeah. And I couldn't find any video. I don't know, maybe there is now, but that was one thing that motivated me to do a video, because I know there are so many Cameroonians who like to come to Poland, but sometimes you search and you can't find any. And I have to be really honest, we are not so many Cameroonians in Poland, but you have so many Nigerians, so many Zimbabweans, and we are all African. So yeah, I had to follow up some channels on YouTube, some Indians in Poland, some Zimbabweans, some Nigerians, like I was just following anything that can give me informations and all that. So after doing all that, I really fell in love with the country and the everything that came with the channels and the country was really exciting. So after doing all this, I finally got my visa. Okay, let's keep down to the good part. I finally got my visa and I had to come to Poland. So the day I got my visa, actually I was denied the first time, and then I finally got the visa and I was super excited. Called my family, and all of us were kind of excited. I stayed in Nigeria for a really long time to process this visa. I finally got it and called my fam. We were all excited. I had to fly from Nigeria back to Cameroon to be able to leave from Cameroon to Poland. So I came to Cameroon, you know, preparations of everything. I think that's the next video I'm going to be dropping right here, because there's some restrictions of some things you are to bring and things you are not to bring. So don't forget to stay. Don't forget to stay and watch more of my videos, okay? So now leaving Nigeria to Cameroon was easy, but leaving Cameroon to Poland was a whole different experience. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but flying within African countries is different from flying to Europe or to the United States. I don't know, but it's a whole lot of feeling mixed together. You're excited to go to a new country, you're excited to meet new people. At the same time, you're sad because you're leaving your family behind. So I was actually crying the whole time. I was actually crying the whole time. My dad was like, okay, you can do it, you can do it. And I really thank God for my parents, because they were really supportive. So when I finally boarded the plane, and yeah, I took Brussels Airlines, so I landed in Belgium. But before coming, I made some contacts with some people going to my school, because I searched my school on Instagram, followed them, some of the students. So I got one contact of a Nigerian guy, God bless him for me, and he was here in Warsaw. So we started talking, exchanged numbers, and he was supposed to pick me up from the airport. But yeah, he was supposed to pick me up from the airport. And one of my former classmates in Cameroon, not classmates, he was like a class above me, like ahead of me, yeah. But he just landed few days before I did, but he came to pick me up from the airport as well. And my Nigerian friend I met online too picked me up from the airport. But before that, I landed at Belgium, okay, and it was really interesting because I could spot a lot of black people, so I felt a little comfortable. And yeah, it didn't hit me so much, you know, like, okay, I'm in Belgium, okay, so this is Europe, you know. It was really okay until I boarded the Lot's Polish Airlines. That's from Belgium to Warsaw. And in that flight, I was the only black. Really interesting, yeah, but I felt no one really cared like that, honestly, but I felt really out of place. I felt I didn't really belong here. It was just mixed feelings, you know. You watch a lot of movies and some kind of stuff, so I felt like I was in the wrong place. they gave a form, I think a questionnaire on flights for us to fill, or something had to do with COVID, because it was during COVID period. And I didn't have a pen on me. And I tried asking the next person, but unfortunately, she doesn't speak English. The person in front of me doesn't speak English. I felt like back home, even if you're in a bus or something, and you can ask the next person, please can I have this? Please can I have this? It's quite normal, yeah. But these people are looking at me like, is she crazy? Is she mad? Like, why are you disturbing? They were just giving me that look, like, and I felt very uncomfortable. I started crying. That's when it hits me that I left home, because in Belgium I didn't really feel it, but in the plane coming to Poland, that's Lots Polish Airlines, reality hits me real hard that, yeah, you are going to Poland. So I had to call the flight attendant. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have a pen. Can you please help me? And all that. She speaks English. And she was like, okay. She gave me, and I filled the form. Then I handed it back. That's just the first time of reality hitting me. Fast forwarding to when we got to Warsaw, pardon. So we got to Warsaw at around 12 noon. And like the airport bus, like where the plane dropped us, there was an airport bus to drive us to, where we go down, all the stuff here. So we got down. I got down from the bus. I had to pick up my luggages. Like, everything was new to me. The airport was so big. It was difficult, and you can ask, because these people don't speak English like that. Maybe they do, but they didn't really want to answer. But I will go with they didn't understand me. I had a hard time. It wasn't that difficult, honestly, but it was my first time, and I was constantly crying. My eyes were like swollen from crying, leaving home. I had no internet connections. Like, my brain didn't even tell me I had to connect to the Wi-Fi in the airport. Like, I was just lost. And after that, I finally contacted the airport guard or something, like, I can't find my luggage and all that. And they asked for my passport, my flight tickets, and all, like, the tickets and all that. So they checked, and they were like, please check this place or something, you'll find your stuff. And I did. I finally got my stuff. My friends were outside waiting for me for so long. They felt like I missed my flight. So I think that was a good thing that happened to me, because I had people to pick me up from the airport. Because if I didn't have anyone, I had to navigate going. I don't know how I would have made it, because somebody like me, I was just a big baby. It was my first time leaving home, being alone. It was a lot to process. So yeah, finally I got my luggages and met my friends. Super happy. Immediately at the airport, I had to call my family. Like, I called my dad. I'm here. He switched to video call. We spoke. He was in the office. So it was just a really emotional moment for us all. And I later called my mom, added my siblings to the call, and it was super nice. And that's the story of how I came to Warsaw. And luckily for me, I met someone online who helped me. So my advice to anyone coming to Europe, any European country at all, please have someone to pick you up from the airport, because this language thing is no joke. Their country's language is their first language. So you can't force them to speak English. Maybe they do, but they won't really, because I met some people that are like, I speak, and all that, but you're talking and the person is kind of lost. So it's better you try to, before coming to Europe, yeah, this is my advice, dig into the country. Like, do a lot of research. When you finally pick your country, try to meet other Africans in that country already. Try to research, try to go online, go on Instagram, follow people, send messages. Not all will reply you, but there must be someone who will reply you. That person, if the person doesn't live in your city, that person will know someone who lives in the city you're going to. Like, get all the necessary help you can get, because getting your visa is one thing, coming and navigating is another thing. The road networks are totally different from back home, so it's a lot, plus languages and everything. So please do your research properly, get all the necessary help you can get before going to a foreign country. to a foreign country. I'll not even talk about European country. Let's just say a foreign country. Please do all that. And since it's our first video, please, I beg you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And this is for all Africans, not just Cameroonians. For my Cameroonian viewers, you guys will definitely need my videos like this. So please do your sister a favor, like, comment, and share. Follow, I don't know, do everything possible to hit the notification bell to get updated every time I upload a new video. And I promise to upload new videos weekly because there's a lot to share and it's really exciting. So please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.